Hey y'all, welcome to Drea Dollars. Yes, my name is Drea Dollars, and today this is going to be my first cash stuffing video. If you're interested in what I'm going to do to get myself on the road to financial freedom, stuff my way to a budget, discipline friendly era, please stay tuned. I'll be right back. All right, let's get started. This is my first cash stuffing. I have tried cash stuffing before. I tried filming it before. Based on some of the debts that I had in the past, I ultimately had to deplete some of my funds. So we're starting over. We're starting fresh, and we're just going to have a good time doing it. So today's unstuffing is going to be $291. I'm so excited that I was able to get $291. There was a lot of bills, a lot of things coming up. So I split it up into denominations of ones, some fives, 110, and some 20s. So let's go ahead and put this in my money tray. I hope everybody's having a good day today. Even if you're just stuffing and starting with $20, $5 here, $5 there, $5 everywhere, just start. Girl, there is no judgment. This is a judgment-free zone. And this is a worry-free zone, because that's what we're trying to do. Get to eventually a space of worry-free money, not living paycheck to paycheck like I've been doing. I'm actually in my mama's house. So what we're trying to do essentially is make the best use of my time with cash stuffing. And I'm going to take it whenever it's time for me to move out too. And it's proven effective. For people who are not as disciplined, for my disciplined folks, please put a thumbs up. If you're not disciplined, please put a 2-piece sign. But for my disciplined folks, you might be able to do this and kill this. For me, this has been a walk of faith. So we've got our denominations set up. And I actually have to learn, when I was testing out where to put my binder instead of just plopping my hand down, because you see stuff shakes. We don't want an earthquake video. So we're just going to swim on in. So please, please bear with me if you see a little shake. I'll eventually have to change my setup because nobody feels like that. But here we go. This is my first binder. She's taupe. She's pretty. She's the belle of the ball. We're going to call her Taupe. And this taupe binder represents my variable expenses. Variable expenses are going to be things that I'm going to be pulling from a little bit quickly. All of my expenses have a high priority, but this is going to be the higher priority and going to be stuffed more because these are going to be expenses that I'm going to be grabbing more often. So gas is going to be getting a cool, let me grab my cheat sheet, $20. And you might think, in this economy, the way the gas prices are, is that enough? No, not technically, but excuse me, I get paid every week and I've already filled my tank. So the next time it's time for me to go fill up, which will be at the half tank marker, I'm just going to put a cool 20 in. Spending is going to be getting $40. $40. Yes, $40. Spending is important to me because I like to go get toiletry items sometimes, of course. We are hygiene babes. We are clean babes. We are beauty babes. Some of us are just the natural babes. Nothing wrong with that. But if I want to go, say, to Sephora or Ulta, or maybe grab some earrings or a cute little short set, whatever, I want to eventually build to get that. $40 is going to go a long way for me because I find also that I'm a primer. Nothing wrong with Amazon Prime, but sometimes you can get into the habit of mindless spending by just swiping. You don't feel it. You don't see it until it's time to look at your bank account, maybe the next day once those charges hit. And right now I'm trying to practice discipline with that area. So spending is going to get 40. Claws is going to get 25. Claws is going to be my nails. I don't get my nails done every week, but I at least want to have that separated so I don't get that confused with my spending money. That's going to get a cool 25. All right. And now, as you can see with that, I've actually just got my nails filled last week. So we're good right now, and I probably won't get them filled in again for another 2 or 3 weeks. So we'll just keep it running with that and stuff, whatever I see fit for that particular week. Now, one thing about spending and date night, these are two separate events. Spending is what I'm going to spend for myself, things that I need to apply to myself, whatever. Date night is going to be date night, especially what it sounds like. You see this finger, it's empty, she's well greased, she's well manicured. But date night for me is important because this is my self-care time to myself to take myself out of my environment, which is work and home, which is typically where I'm at. This is the time for me to pour into myself. Go catch a movie. Go to Hall Shop House and order off of the kids meal. You know, whatever I gotta do just to make myself feel good and go out and just experience life. Most of the time I'm in the house. I am such a homebody. Nothing wrong with that. Your home should be your sanctuary. Your home should be your safe space. But sometimes there's nothing wrong with stepping out. And my thing is, because I'm so used to being home and getting comfortable, I want to start getting out. So date night is going to get 25. Nope, date night is actually going to get 20. And we'll build up for that. Groceries. Ooh, do not be confused when I stuff this. You probably thinking, girl, you probably can throw down in that kitchen. I can throw down in the dishes. I'm great on cleanup. Cooking, we're still learning. And what groceries is going to give is $40. And eventually, pretty soon, sooner than later, because my birthday's coming up, I'm not sure if I want to start the whole meal prep thing like the day of my birthday or after, because I'm supposed to be going out with my friends. So I likely am just going to start it on the day after, because we like a nice cute meal. So we're just kind of going to wait on that. But groceries is going to go towards my food for the week. All right, and that's variable expenses, aka variable. Now, the next expense that I have is this beautiful blue binder. Oh, she's noisy. She is the belle of the ball for real. She is Taupe's cousin. We're gonna call her Belle. Belle was created and curated. Oh, let me make sure you can actually see Belle. Belle was created and curated from this beautiful, beautiful Etsy shop owner named Little Budgets. I bought the binder from her, not even thinking or paying attention to the idea that she's actually going to curate a whole blue suite based on the color. And see, look at this in my savings area, because that's what we're doing. She created the actual inserts, aka envelopes, for me as well. She asked me, what are the categories that you want to put? I told her what I wanted, and this is going to be the binder dedicated to my low priority floating, aka sinking funds. Now, when you see these, you might think, girl, what is this? This is stuff that I'm not going to necessarily need every week, but I want to at least have an allocation for it for whenever it's time to happen. More than likely going to be monthly or bi-monthly or tri-monthly, quarterly expenses. That's what's going to go in this binder. You see Tresses is first, and oh God, I love this. This is so pretty. She did such an amazing job. I will be ordering from her again to try to personalize my envelopes in my other binders. But Tresses is going to be getting how much? $15. Tresses is exactly what it sounds like. Tresses is my hair. I'm on a hair journey, a natural hair journey. I'm likely going to put some chemicals into diet eventually, but right now my length retention and my health of my hair is important to me, but it's not as important because it's $175 a pop. I don't know if that's including trim. I don't know if that's including tip. Right now, that is not an expensive, very expensive expense for someone who's trying to budget. Some people might be able to do it, like Oprah Winfrey. I'm not Oprah Winfrey yet, but eventually I'll get there. But right now, $175 is wild for every week to get my hair done, especially when I know how to do my hair, but I do not know how to trim it. I don't know how to do the protein things, keratin treatments, things of that nature. $175 will be for that. Medical is $10. And medical is for my copays. Medical is for my coughs. If I need to get some cough drops, some Pepto-Bismol, whatever I need, this is going to be related to medical expenses. The next envelope is going to be Pretty Wheels. I just got a car 3 years ago, and baby, that car payment is kicking my behind. But it's all good. I'm proud of my car. But the expense for, not the maintenance for like the exterior, like the, which when I say exterior, I should say like the engine, the overall maintenance of the operation of the car is not this. This is for the aesthetic, the look, how my car looks on the interior. Like if I want to go get it waxed, if I want to get it vacuumed on the inside, detailed, this is what this is going to be. This is what this is going to be for me. My car doesn't get too dirty, but it gets dirty enough, especially in the front, because I'm always eating my lunch in my car, because I tend to go away or I'll sit at my desk and eat my lunch. But this is for that. So I want my wheels to be pretty. Oh, we shaked. I'm sorry. Pretty Wheels is going to get 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's give him P-Valley with all these ones. So we're going to take this and stuff all 10. There we go. If you notice, I'm trying to be so delicate because I do not want this to keep shaking while we're talking. Emergency is what it sounds like. Emergency is going to get $6. And with emergency is what it, if something happens that's outside of the envelopes that doesn't make sense for me to pull from my big savings, something quick that I wasn't planning on, because you can't plan everything. I'm going to try, knowing me, because I'm a planner, I'm going to try. But no, you can't plan for everything. But I want to get in the habit of going to this envelope first before we get on over to the big savings envelope. So emergency is actually going to get, emergency is going to get 5. I'm going to give emergency 5. And we're going to put her in here. Eventually we'll get big. I can't wait till I open my emergency fund and there's like $5,000 for a rainy day. Oh my gosh, the compressor broke on the AC on my big mansion. Grab the emergency funds. Yes, that's what I'm looking forward to. I cannot wait. So gifts is going to be getting $7. That's left of my loose change. And gifts is exactly what it sounds like. If you had a birthday, Kwanzaa, bat mitzvah, quinceañera, if you have whatever is going on that's important to you, a celebration of your life, and you're connected to me, I want to be able to celebrate and reward you with that and not feel guilty from pulling from my spending fund, because spending is solely on me. As you're going to hear a lot. This is my selfish season. This is my balance season. This is my alignment season. Everything that's been out of whack and out of balance in my relationships, friendships, whatever, they are going to be aligned in this season. So finances is going to be first. So if something happens where you got a celebration coming up and I am not compelled to pull from my spending category, and gifts has something in there, if I'm not compelled to pull from my spending category and gifts is empty, that's just going to be what it is until I can get to a space where I can comfortably give. That's what it is. So that's what we got for our low priority floating funds. Oh, she's so pretty. I almost don't want to grab her and take her away. Our next binder is going to be, let me make sure you are aligned. My beautiful, gosh, look how pretty she is, y'all. Look at the detail. The angels in the detail. Look at that beautiful bow, the pearls. Flashy Budgets created this, and I bought this last time I looked. There was only one left, and I think I grabbed that last one. And I even purchased some of the pinks, these pink paper clips, these inserts, everything. She's just so beautiful. And why I picked this to be my high priority floating funds is because it is a priority, and I want my future. This is like my future here. Everything is about future planning, but I wanted this because this is beautiful. This is pink. It's rose gold, my favorite colors. And what I want to think when I think of my future is something bright, something pretty, something to aspire to, something that I can attain. But I just wanted it pretty. And that's why I picked this binder. And I love pink. So there's 3 specific expenses with this. Firstly, it's going to be my apartment. As you know, I'm at my mama's house. And mama has a beautiful home, but it's time for me to start doing what I got to do to get my own. And that's why I'm here. So apartment is going to be getting a cool $40. And hopefully, not hopefully, we're not playing it small. I know when I leave, when it's time for me to leave, my apartment fund is going to at least have $5,000 in it. And that is just solely from me moving in. That is the first month's rent, just in case, depending on what place I move into, because every place is different. First month's rent, deposit, and then also just some quick furniture like a bed and a couch, something small, to where I don't have to make monthly payments because I'm trying to minimize the extra debts that I'm getting. And then also for a washer and dryer. I know most people are like, girl, just go to a laundromat. I love the laundromat experience. It's cute, but I want my own. The name of the game is my own. So that's what I'm doing with my apartment fund. We're just trying to stock that. And it has to be that. This is not a non-negotiable with me. It has to be that. And whatever is left will go into excess and be pushed to either big savings or for trinkets and picture frames and whatever else I want to get just to doll up my apartment the first few months that I'm there. The second expense that I have is big savings. Big savings is exactly what that is. Big savings. I don't have any specifics with that just yet. This might be a fund that turns into something different, especially when I move into my first home. That is going to be big savings. And why I don't want to keep this in the bank, most people probably think it's safe to keep in the bank. And eventually when this gets big and overstuffed, we will condense and put it in the bank. But the goal for this is for me to get in a habit of not swiping. Y'all don't understand. I am an online shopper. I swipe. And until I'm ready, until I can discipline myself even more, I'm not going to stuff that just yet. The last but most important expense is my pink palace. Can y'all see her? Oh gosh, she's so empty. But baby, she's gonna be so pretty when I get her. I'm gonna stuff $20 in my pink palace. Don't worry, my whole entire house will not be pink, but there will be a room dedicated to pink, and it's likely gonna be my beauty room. Because some people can do like a beauty room in their bedroom, which is fine. But I want a separated space. I don't want a whole bunch of lights when it's time for me to go to sleep or just relax or detach myself from other people. I want a beauty room. I want a frog. I want at least 2 additional bedrooms. I want a garage. I want a decent sized yard. I want a pool. I don't know if I want above or in ground pool. It's crazy I'm asking for all this stuff, but I can't even swim. I get scared in 3 feet. And I'm a whole 5'8", 5'9", but whatever. But I want all of that, and it's gonna happen. It's gonna come to me. I just gotta work hard and grind for it. But this is my high priority floating funds. So let's put that away. So that is it. We have successfully stuffed. This baby is empty. We have successfully stuffed $291 as our first cash stuffing. I just want to leave you with this. This is my own. This is a sticky that I'm going to put for every video. I hope you guys can see it. I hope it's in frame. But you got this. Like I said, even if you're stuffing $20, $15, $10, start getting into the habit of putting $2 in separate envelopes, things that are important to you. Your stuff might look different. You don't have to follow what I do, but it's just important that you invest in yourself, invest in your future. Think about your future. 5 years from now, where do you want to be? 2 years from now, where do you want to be? I'm planning for 2 years ahead. Eventually, we're going to start doing 5 years ahead. Who knows? But enjoy the journey. But the most important thing is to start the journey. But I hope you have a great day. Please like, comment, and subscribe on this video. We love a sub. You know, the subscriber count is so important with YouTube, and especially if you like to get monetized. I'm aiming for 1,000 within a year. That's what I believe, and that's the name of the game. 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. I think I'm probably saying it wrong, but if you want to, please, by all means, no pressure if you don't. But thank you all for your time, and have a great rest of your day.